Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Brelynn, and as some of you may know, I go to Spelman College. I like to create, I want to start creating advice videos and along with like college vlogs and beauty videos. So today's video is going to be how to get into Spelman College. And obviously there's no specific way on how to get in because some people are one thing and some people are another thing. Like, you never know what the school is looking for. So this is not telling you like if you do these things and you will get into the school. This video is more of me saying like if you were interested in Spelman College, then this is what you at least have to have, or this is what you should know about the college if you want to go to it. Since I go to Spelman, I know kind of what they're looking for, so stay tuned. So first things first, no matter what school you want to go to, you need to research it. I suggest College Board. If you look up what college you want to go to, if you just type in Spelman College, then a profile will come up and it'll tell you different things about the school that you may not know. So for example, College Board says that Spelman is a medium-sized 4-year liberal arts college. It's an all-women's college located in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a very large city. It's an urban setting, and it's primarily a residential campus, and it offers bachelor's degrees only. So just little things like that you should know. So far you're good, you know the application date, you're good, you know where it's at, you know all about it, and you want to know like exactly what do I need to get into college. These are the tips. So number one, you have to meet the requirements. So if you're at any age in high school, you should probably be thinking about this for any future college. You need, for Spelman, I'm handy dandy iPad, you need 4 English credits, 2 math credits, 2 science credits, 2 foreign language credits, and 6 electives. I would recommend going above and beyond wherever you can, because I know personally I have 4 English, 4 math, 4 science, 3 foreign languages, and I don't know how many electives I had, but I feel like it's either 6 or more than 6. Meeting the requirements will get you lost in the sauce, especially at Spelman, because whenever you're applying to Spelman, you have to think that everybody here is good. Everybody's smart. Everybody has done extracurricular activities. Everybody probably did a sport. Everybody's probably the president of something. So if you did exactly what you need to get in, you're not going to get in. So I recommend you doing as many as you possibly can, as many as fit in your schedule, and it'll also help you out once you get here too. You don't want to take your senior year off coming to Spelman. You don't want to do that. So now are the majors. Spelman is a liberal arts college, so they have like a very small amount of majors. They have math and biology and English. They have simple majors, as do all liberal arts colleges. So if you wanted to go to Spelman, you have to figure out what major would fit your career path best, and you want to figure that out while you're still in high school so that you're working towards the right goal. Things in the applications. Number one is academic achievement. So basically you need to be smart. Your grades need to be good. Good could mean like 3.0, probably about a 3.5. like that should be your weighted GPA. So on Spelman's website it says that academic achievement means an unweighted GPA of 3.5. That means that you're probably going to have about a 3.7 weighted GPA. If that seems way too hard for you, if you know where you're at, if you know you can't get there, that is what they say that they're looking for. I would say that my unweighted was a 3.5. It was probably a little bit higher than that, and I don't know many people whose unweighted was lower than that. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't get in, but that's what they say that they want, so just so you know. Another thing for underneath academic achievement is your SAT score. Everybody always want to ask me what my SAT score was. It was not good. It was not good at all. I'm not a good test taker. My test scores were bad. However, I still got in. My GPA was good. My community service was good. Leadership was good. All that good stuff. So it's kind of like you can't be a bad test taker and your GPA is bad and you really don't do any things in the community, but you're the captain of the cheerleading team. Like, it kind of doesn't work out that way. Like, you can have 1 or 2 downfalls, but they have to weigh out to see that you would be a good fit. So Spelman says that your combined SAT score should be about 1160. I don't know if that's the minimum or the average, but so if you haven't taken your SAT yet, try and get at least a 1160, and for ACT a 26. So yeah. Okay, next, Spelman looks for leadership, and I completely agree. If you think that you're not a good leader, if you've never led anything before at your high school, you can still come to Spelman and you'll probably still fit in, but you're gonna get lost in the sauce, basically. And everybody at Spelman is independent. Everybody at Spelman is a leader. And so if you don't show any type of leadership qualities, and then you can't come to college and try and like get it from other people. You have to have it on your own. Spelman is not necessarily about like building. They're not gonna build a leader. They wanna implement and like help the leaders that are already out there. So for leadership, that can mean in clubs, in programs, in organizations. I'm trying to think. I had a lot of leadership. Also, if you created anything, if you were like the founder, if you created a club at your school, if you created a committee, if you led anything inside things, like if you were in charge of balloons at the homecoming dance in 2012, just write it down, because you just have to have some type of leadership. If y'all want to know what I did in my leadership, I was the captain of my volleyball team senior year. I was in, I gotta look at my resume. Okay, I had to look it up because I really could not remember. But the first thing, I think the thing that's the biggest, is that in my school we have this program called STARS, which stands for Students, it's like 10 times, Students Targeting Achievement with Rigors and Success. Yeah. That was a program that we had, and basically it was kind of like an honors program, and I created a leadership committee, and so I was also the president for that. So not only did that show like initiative, that also was like me being the president, so I did that. I was the multimedia club president. I was a student government class officer, and yeah, like I said, I was a captain. So not only did I hold like positions in my school, though, I also did things that show that I was a leader. For example, I know sometimes they have those summer programs like National Youth Leadership Forum, like, so I went to that. I also went to Lead America, so both of those look good on your resume and on your application. So if you went to one of those, don't downsize it. Like, they love those. Put those in there. Commitment to service. And this is big because Spelman loves community service. I mean, they love it. You have to not only do community service when you get here, you have to do it before you get here. So if you've never done community service before in your life, they don't want you. They like community service. That means that, I mean, it's not hard to get community service, and sometimes you do community service and you don't realize it. If you're still in the beginning parts of your of high school, I would suggest have a notes tab, and every time you do some community service, write it on there. And when you're turning in applications and redoing your resume, put those things in there, because you do a lot of things. Trust me, you do a lot of things, and you don't even realize that it's community service until it's too late. So what kind of things did I do for community service? Let's look. One thing is that I was debutante. Do you know how many things you have to do when you're a debutante? So my dance academy, Ballet Arts Academy, we did a lot of things where we would dance for people, and that's technically community service. Community service, volunteering, that whole thing kind of goes hand in hand. So yeah. If it's last minute and you're trying to apply and you need a couple more things to put on there, you can always do like Toys for Tots. That goes on all year round, but especially like during Christmas time. And you can do that on your own and just turn it in, and you can put that on your resume. We also had like Martin Luther King breakfast. Those are good to volunteer for. Trust me, you don't want to be at the application and you see all those boxes for fill in your community service here, and you're like, I haven't done any community service. It's bad. And if you have great grades and no community service, it looks bad. It looks really bad. It looks like all you do is stay in your room all day. And Spelman likes well-rounded people. Women. They like well-rounded women because it's an all-girl school. So academic achievement, leadership, commitment to service, level of high school courses. I'm glad I wrote this down because I would have forgotten it. That's really important. A-level. You can take all A-level classes and get all A's. I have a 4.0, and you can do a little bit of community service here and there, and you was on the volleyball team freshman year. Like, no, you're just like, don't fake it. Basically, this is not a time to fake it till you make it. Like, you really have to be about your business. So I suggest taking advanced placement or AP classes, those IB classes. Take hard courses. Don't take a lot of electives. They say that you have to have 6 electives. I would say electives is not something that you go over on. Take your 6 electives and get in some other classes. Even if you're taking another, like a writing course that's honors, but it's not like you don't have to take all AP classes. But if you run out of classes to take a class that's going to help you and your GPA for that matter. You may have to work a little bit harder, but if you don't work harder, then if you did get into Spelman, you'd be lost. So you want to work hard. It's not about like just taking the classes. Like, you don't be like, oh, I took 8 AP classes and yeah, I got a D in 2 of them and the other, it don't really matter because I took 8 AP classes. No, you should probably pass them too, because if you don't, then your GPA is going to be bad and you still have to turn in your transcripts. So take courses that you can handle, but they need to be advanced, because that's just what they want to see. They want to see that you took advanced classes and you did good in them. That way when you come to school, you're going to do good here at their advanced classes. And if you can't do that, just reconsider coming to the school. Just saying. I'm going to ask, what did I do? I took AP US History, AP Environmental Science, AP Literature, AP Language, AP Biology, and AP Chemistry. So those are not all my senior year. I took those over the course of all my high school. Those are courses that I took. Also, my school was a science and technology industry school. So I was in like the biotechnology program. And that like allowed me to do higher level things. And it was like, it would allow you to do high level things, and you would be like in labs and stuff like that. So I think that looked really good too, because it was a college level course that you were taking in high school. And that took up half my schedule anyway. So that is what I did, and I do think that made me stand out because a lot of people don't get lab experience. Number 5 is your involvement in extracurricular activities. Again, this is important because just remember, well-rounded. With those 5 characteristics, your grades, your leadership, commitment to service, the level of your high school courses, and your involvement in extracurricular activities, you want to be the best that you can be in all of those, and that's going to help you get into Spelman College. Extracurricular activities, that can be anything, y'all. That could be art club. Okay, this is when it comes into clubs, after school activities, sports, and also you have to think about it. And I know your counselor probably tells you this, and your mom probably tells you this, and you don't listen to them. I talked to my counselors here, the people in the admissions office. They're serious about it. You need to do it consistently. If I see that you joined high school tennis team senior year, I'm basically just gonna not even look at it because it doesn't count. You need to do something for at least 2 to 3 years, but preferably all 4 years. What did I do? I did volleyball for all 4 years. I did cheerleading for 3 years. I did school plays. I danced outside at the Ballet Arts Academy, like I said, and I was in a dance company. So that's me. That's what I did. There's probably a few more things that I could put in there, but those were like the big things. And you just have to think about it. Like, you want to impress people. So if I was to give like my life resume out to people, I would say like, oh yeah, I got a 3.9 GPA, and I also play volleyball, and I dance, and I cheer, and I'm a multimedia president, and I'm an SGA, and it's one of those things. But if you just say like, I have a 4.5 GPA, they're gonna be like, what else? Like, you have to have something else. So that is how you get into Spelman. Those are the 5 tips that you need to work on, to build towards, to think about in the future. I really hope I helped you guys, and I'm gonna have another video talking about exactly how you get in. And but this is just a little bit of help, and I hope it helped. Yeah, so I hope it helped. If you guys have any more questions, definitely leave a comment. I answer to all of them. And I also have XFM, so you guys can ask me questions on that. Follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye. talk to y'all later.